about the prayers of the saints are like incense. They go up before the throne of the Almighty. So the pure expression of the heart is like incense. So the pay, the mouth, has to do with talking and communicating and revealing the depths of the inside. The Ark of the Covenant, then, is the word Zadi is the name of the letter, but it's also Zadik. The word Zadik in Hebrew literally is the word for righteous. It's Zadik, Dalet, Yod, Kuf, Zadik. And it literally means righteousness. So in the Ark of the Covenant was Aaron's rod that budded. So not only is this a fish hook, but it's actually, here's Aaron's rod. All the rods were put in there, all the sticks, right? It's a dead stick. And overnight, in order to show that Aaron was the chosen one by the Almighty to be the high priest, it sprouted. Not only did it sprout, but it leafed, it bore blossoms, and it bore fruit all at the same time. I mean, you don't get all those seasons at once. You don't get, but it did. So this, something that sprouts, here you might have a log which burst into flame. You might have a caterpillar which turns into a butterfly and now has a wing. Anything that sprouts is a Zadi concept. So here you have a Zadi, which is righteousness, which sprouts unto bearing fruit, or like a metamorphosis, or we have this life, and then we have the eternal realm. Those are all Zadi things. Above the Ark of the Covenant, there was a pillar of fire and a pillar of smoke. So if you have a pillar, here's the Ark of the Covenant. Say it's down here. Here's the Ark of the Covenant, right? And above the Ark of the Covenant, you had this pillar of smoke going up and wafting out. And then you have a pillar of fire. To me, it's kind of like a question mark and an exclamation point. Kind of see that image. But that's the kuf. That's the line and the circle. That's the kuf. The combination of two voices, a singular and a plural, a personal and a public. Yahweh said to Moses, that's the personal. Moses then was supposed to go tell the people of Israel, that's plural. That's a kuf picture. The two voices of the line and the single, a binary code of 1 and 0. There's our letter Q. That's a kuf thing. So this pattern then, now who could come into the tabernacle? You're not allowed to just walk in. If you were in contact with anything dead, you had to first be cleansed by the ashes of the red heifer by the priest, so that you could then enter the Mishkan. So out here, outside the fence, there was another altar where here's the head of the red heifer, burned. You were washed so that you could enter. Well, we have a picture that because Yeshua was crucified outside the fence, he was put to death on the cross. Yeshua himself was the man, Vav, who was put to the weapon, Zion, to cleanse us so that we could enter the Het. That's the picture of Vav, Zion, so that we can enter the kingdom of heaven. So this picture here is a metaphorical type of the kingdom of heaven on earth. Yeshua said, behold, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. If this is that picture, then this represents the kingdom of heaven. And like I said, the only way out of it, since there's only one fence in, is the kuf, which rises up. So you might say the kuf, which is to say rise up and then spread out, is kind of a picture of eternity, of resurrection. However that plays out, which is another part of the story, we're trapped in this earth realm, which is why this is drawn as the earth realm, the black, the darkness. Within the earth realm is the light of the kingdom of heaven, such that a man who is the bridge between the light, the eternal realm of the Creator. Man is the bridge, the connection between the eternal realm and the physical earth realm. Man who can, because of the Zion, can enter the kingdom of heaven here, gets out of here to the eternal realm on the backside via the Kuf experience. which we'll go into details later. But that just explains the picture of all this, key to this. This is the red heifer, the cross, in the darkness. So we can get into the green pastures of the het, and I'll explain why they're keyed to these letters later. These three keyed to that, these two keyed to that, these two keyed to that. There's a one-to-one correlation, the menorah to the psalmic, the ayin to the table of showbread, with the 6 loaves here and 6 loaves there, the altar of incense to the mouth, Ark of the Covenant to the zadi. The kuf then is the pillar of fire and smoke, and this is another part of the story, but we should break first, or do you want me to, yeah, break. Okay.
All right.
Great.
Thank you.
Yay.